So I'm watching Bob Ross's painting, and he just says that you are limited by your own imagination and your willingness to practice. Listen, I have a month. I have set myself to do this within a month's time. The second last month before final. I have never painted in my life, and it's November 4th, and I'm freaking out. Bob Ross has taken over my time. It's just, whoo, holy crap. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Hello, my name is Hannah, and this is my final Bob Ross inspired content creation piece. I am sure some of you are confused as to why I am doing this, so let me try to explain. In the past month, me and my classmates have gone through this crazy content creation journey for our content marketing class taught by Rochelle Latinsky. We had to publish 3 different pieces of content online. One had to be a written piece, the second had to be an infographic piece, and the third can be anything you want, as long as it's content and was published for the whole world to see.
Content, okay?
So if you ever have time, please check out #Mark4022 on either LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. My classmates have worked really hard, and they are some of the most amazing, hardworking people I have ever met, and I am sure you will find some of the most interesting content to read during the pandemic. Thank you.
This is so frustrating. Have patience.
So for a lot of you, this may just be a video that you casually scrolled by and clicked on to watch, which I thank you, by the way, but I feel a little bad because it's probably a lengthy video, and I know you all got work, but for me, this took a week, and it's probably the biggest, most spontaneous project I have ever done as a student, so I hope you enjoy your time here along with my voiceover.
What is the definition of content? Content marketing is to stay relevant, timeless, and stay consistent, But content, this may not be content marketing, but this is content, okay? Because I'm gonna be waking up every morning for this, from this wall right here, okay? And that is content to me, and it's timeless because I'm always going to see it every time I wake up.
I have tried to find time to practice because I absolutely did not want to make a mistake. Little did I know that during this process, I would find myself understanding the true meaning of Bob Ross's words when he said, "We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents." I have gained a sort of trauma whenever I look at my wall, honestly. I swear I hear his sexy, whispery voice every time I look back at my finished painted wall. Yeah, his voice definitely will now keep me up all night, telling me to do something crazy like add a tree there. More bushes, Hannah. More liquid white. Every tree needs a billion friends. Yes, he will forever hunt me whenever I look at my wall or any kind of tree again. But honestly, my only regret doing this assignment is that I became completely obsessed with it. I'm not kidding. I spent way more than I needed to, and I did not realize how expensive art supplies were. I thought school tuition was the end of my expenses, but no, I had to create something big. I had to spend more money. Although it seems like money was the issue, it was actually finding the time. That was the biggest challenge. And I did not have any time. But somehow, I made it work. To my classmates, did you guys ever notice how messy my room was? No? Good. I have sworn to never show you guys this side of my room because it's messy and it's embarrassing. And it took almost 1 week to complete this project, and the time I invested in just cleaning took me about 3 hours. Just letting you guys know, I only got to shower once that week, and that was only because me and Bob Ross had a fight and I had to refresh my thoughts. But seriously, I had finals coming up, but Bob Ross's bravery tests were on a whole nother level. This man really wanted to test me by painting not just his regular 1 tree, but with 4 trees, okay?
Guess what? Bravery time. Bravery test. You ready for this?
I thought I was brave enough as is for doing this for a school project, while also videotaping myself screwing up for the public to see. But no, he had to paint 4 trees, damn it. It never used to be like this. Back in my much younger days in life, September 7th, 2021, first day of school, Tony had said words that stirred fear deep inside my soul.
So I encourage you guys to put on your cameras. I don't force anybody, but I love seeing faces, so I think that's great to see everybody on camera.
But my room is a mess. You would think it would be self-explanatory that taking a postgraduate program in George Brown in the middle of the pandemic would require some webcam interaction. I mean, can't blame the teachers for seeking some kind of human connection. And what better way by having the webcam on? Because if for some reason the teacher chooses you to participate in class and you don't respond within 5 seconds because your mic doesn't work, the teacher will not only misunderstand you, but might also think you were sleeping during the lecture. Imagine being a teacher talking to a class with no webcams though. It's like talking to a blank canvas. You might as well have the class recorded and not have anyone attend at that point. So, for the sake of my fellow teachers, classmates, future hiring agencies striving for that human connection through online calls done in Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and more, I just wanted to show you all that when I turn that webcam on, I mean business. The strategy, the manipulation of the positioning of the webcam angles, I almost dropped something. All is done for the sake of showing you all a story. Listen, I know my efforts probably don't matter. And some would agree that I probably thought about this way too much. And I should have just simply hung some canvases in the background to state my point. But take a look at this slide that I took a screenshot of from one of my lectures taught by one of the most amazing teachers, Nancy Swapman. By the way, I love you, Nancy, and it has been an honor being your student. Your brand, LinkedIn, marketing you. What does this mean? It means paint my room and go crazy. That is what that means. No, but seriously, think about it. What is the second thing that you will passively notice when someone turns on their webcam? Is it them and their personality? Nah, that is the first thing you notice about that. But what is the second thing you will passively notice for the rest of your meeting? The answer is their background. Don't deny it. If you aren't the one leading the conversation, you know you're looking at everyone else's background, given that they have their webcams on too. Because we humans are nosy like that. At least I am. Because human connection, people. So what should a person's background mean to you? That there is a story that wants to be heard. And where there is a story, there is a brand that markets them. And the people that truly want to recruit them for LinkedIn will notice that, and if curious enough, will spark a conversation. See the connection? Check out my LinkedIn and connect if you see the connection. I know my thought process is a little crazy, but open your minds a little and think with me. Why are people so reluctant to turn their cameras on? Why are we so self-cautious by the idea? Before the pandemic restrictions, when we attended school, work, or anywhere public, it was given that your face was exposed. So what are we really scared of now? Is it because we look tired? Maybe we just don't have a good Wi-Fi? Do we feel ugly? Or maybe the fact that it has become too personable for people to not only notice you, but your place as well is somewhat embarrassing. Well, if it isn't obvious, the last one is my reason. And so I did something about it. I, along with my friend Bob Ross, made it personable. So personable that it has become what defines me and my personal brand, and that it markets me and my crazy personality. Listen, just take a look here. When I see a person with a banner of Raptors, I know they love sports. When I see someone who has a Squidward painting in their background, I know they are a millennial, and they too also have a quirky sense of humor. And when I see filters, I just feel sad because it makes me question this whole entire effort I went through to paint my room to make a story. But no filters! There is a story beyond our webcam lenses, and I just wanted to prove my point by painting my walls with the help of my friend Bob Ross. I also want to add on that me doing this is because of you, Nancy. Also Rochelle and Tony. And you know what? I might as well throw in all the teachers out there that encourage their students to put on their webcams. It's thanks to you all that I felt inspired enough to do this. Because human interaction matters, okay? I've been told often what makes my heart sing. Well, Nancy, I don't know the exact answer to that question yet. But this made my heart race. Is that the same thing? So the next time, before you turn your webcam on for that meeting, think about what your brand is. Does it market you? You don't have to be crazy like me and paint your room. No, I went a little extra, I admit, but that's content. Are you maybe an artist collector? Are you someone that plays Star Wars theme covers in their guitar? Because it's not just the teachers that are striving for that human connection online. It is humans that are starving for that virtual connection. And what better way to start with a background story? If you had watched my infographic video, I had stated that I wanted to create a stress-free world where not even exam due dates will stress me. So what better way to make that world in the perspective of Bob Ross's cabin that he often paints in some of his famous paintings? I introduce to you all my final content creation Bob Ross inspired piece. In the perspective of Bob Ross's cabin. Do you guys see those windows? And the door leading outside to the mountain? Thank you for watching. Da 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 ba da ba 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 boop ba 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 boop ba boop ba da ba 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 ba